welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. It's time to fly! Please welcome your defending Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles!
On the Cowboys sideline, head coach Brian Schottenheimer. A moment he will remember forever. His first game as a head coach in the National Football League. His counterpart on the Eagles sideline, Nick Sirianni. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front. The first of 272 games in the regular season. Buckle up. The Cowboys, the Eagles, underway to begin 2025. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Throwing, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off the play fake, Prescott. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Second down at the 47-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Smith here. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he'll be taken down at the 46. They go play action with Hurts. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the security point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hurts. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they still...
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown from 6 yards away. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right.
high
That's
mark.
the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Prescott. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on fourth down. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Back to throw here. Pass caught on the out route by Mechie. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Fielded at the 33. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jalen Carter with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
In motion left comes Brown. Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle to Smith. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's a give to Barkley. Taken down at the 47-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Anything, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
Now Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the Cowboy first down.
Here's Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
This one swung out to Williams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. On is the punter, Brian Ager, to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away.
Fair catch, signaled for.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Hurts. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Flush to his right. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and that will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Prescott now. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles 1st down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Looks right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for an Eagles. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. There goes a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll run with Barkley. Going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
Brings up 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. No gain that time, but it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing a kicker.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough it, accusing bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
First down.
Prescott to throw it. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. Now 2nd and 3.
A 6-yard gain.
On the counter, here's Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing. Prescott. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off some points for themselves.
A handoff to Barkley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Hurts. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 23. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
2nd and inches at the Cowboys' 13-yard line.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And the ball is knocked out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And as a defensive coordinator, you're almost in a no-win situation down here near the goal line. You know how dangerous Jalen Hurts is when he holds on to it. You've got to be prepared to stay with him. So when he hands it off, if you're slow in reacting, this is going to be the result.
Elliott now to add the extra point. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the 1st interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
Eagles offense back out getting set for this next drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
No gain on the play.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. Final play of the half, Prescott. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Throwing is Hurts. Right side, complete to Mechie. Here's 3rd and 3.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Barkley, inside handoff. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
First down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play.
Another Eagles. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 10.
It'll be Hurts on the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
It's now 4th and goal.
They'll run forward Barkley. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is taken around the 12. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They go play action with Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. Down to the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
An ideal beginning of the drive there is they'll get 20 and a first down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Now Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And taking it right down Broadway. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Elliott on for the extra point. lead up to 26.
Makes the score.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Oh, they're just looking good on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Up the middle with Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Then go to Barkley again. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and the ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner, but at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Prescott. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Prescott now. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he will have the Cowboys 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
1st down, Cowboys.
On 1st down, it's Blue. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Throwing, Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Blue. Fighting ahead at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there, maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Dante Fowler. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Prescott from the gun. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Prescott finds Pickens outright. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for the
They'll look to run for it with Williams.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense and the veteran A.J. Brown set to go to work once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number.
It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
With that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has left in the tank. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Second and short now following the fumble. stopped immediately there. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
It's a loss of 1.
Hurts. Able to slip, and he shreds a tackle. Now he's got some space. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
That's good for an Eagles.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the Cowboys' 21-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. They start the drive with a give to Blue. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. This one swung out to Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Prescott. Tolbert hauls in the out route. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
9 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
Looking to throw. Prescott going right back to Ferguson. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down.
To the air again, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Prescott. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Out of the gun, they run with blue. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Jackson on the tackle. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Prescott. And he's got it. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Smith catches left side. Here's 3rd and 10.
Devontae Smith. A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This will be caught by him. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd down.
Going to give this to Shipley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. It's taken to the 26. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Philadelphia, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, They go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.